Again. Again, mate. Again. I sent young Keogh with the last cart for to bear him home. Well, isn't he a nasty man? Getting any such staggers at the morning wake. Is she the devil's daughter for Larkin? She's so fussy with a young gaffer. You take your death of drought and none to heed ye. It's little wonder she'd be fussy. And him after bringing bankrupt ruin and the roulette man, the trick of the loop man, breaking the nose of the cockshop man, and winning all the sports below, racing and leaping and dancing, Lord knows what. He's right, look. And if he has, he'll be rightly hobbled yet. And him not able to say 10 words without making a brag of the way he killed his father. A great blow he hit with the law. Supposing a man's out digging spots in that field with a long spade, I suppose he throws up the two halves of that skull. What be said then in the papers in the courts of law? Say maybe it was a great dame drowned in the floods. Did you never hear tell of the great skulls they have there in the city of Dublin, ranged out like blue jugs in the cabin of Connacht? There's a lad that see them, and him after coming from harvesting in Liverpool boat. They have them there, says he, making a show of the great people once walked the world. White skulls, black skulls, and yellow skulls. Some with full teeth, and some haven't only but one. When I was a lad, there was a graveyard beyond the house with the remnants of a young man, your thighs as long as your arm. He was a horrid man, I'm telling you. And he's a fine Sunday I spent putting them together just for the fun. And with shiny bones, you wouldn't see the like of in the cities of the world.
Oh, you wouldn't, is it? Lay your eyes on that skull and tell me where and when there was another the like of it. It's splintered only from the blow of a lie.
I be to God, who hit you at all?
My own son hit me. Would you believe that?
There's wonders hidden in the heart of man. In what way was it done?
I'm after walking hundreds along the scores of miles, within clean beds, and the fill of my belly 4 times a day, and I'm doing nothing but telling stories of that naked truth. You give me a subpoena, and I'll tell you now.
Ask herself beyond. She's the stuff hidden in her shawl.
You here, is it? You didn't go far at all.
I seen the coastal steamer passing, and I got a drought from me, and the cramping leg, and I said, the devil go along with him, and you give me a subpoena, for I'm destroyed travelling since Tuesday was a week.
Sit down by the fire then and take your ease for a space. You were right to be destroyed. You travelling all day and you're beating around. Jen, put that there. Here's a drink for you. Maybe to your happiness and length of life.
God increase
You know what? That man's raving from the mood he has today. I heard him a while since telling a tale about how a tinker had destroyed him. And then he heard about Chrysity's deed. And he's up now and saying it was his son that cracked his skull. Oh, madness is a fright. He'd be killing somebody yet and he's saying somebody else did it and he'd be thinking it's the man that struck him so.
That's a fright, surely. I knew a party was once kicked in the head by a red mare. He went killing horses for a while. Till he hit the inside of the clock and died after. Did he see Chrsity?
He didn't. I'll let you not be putting him in mind of him or you're likely to be summoned for a murder if it's done. Whoosh! He's listening. Wait till you let me hear taking him easy and I'll unravel all. Well, how are you feeling? Are you in your contentment now?
I'm poorly only, for it's a hard story the way I'm left today. When 'twas I did tend him from his hour of birth, and he, a dunce, never reached his second book. The way he'd come from school many's a day, his legs lamed under him, and his back black and blue with his beatings like a tinker's ass. It's a hard story, I'm saying. The way some do have their next to nighest raising up a hand of murder on them, and some is loads getting their death with lamentations in the dead of night.
Oh, to hear you talking so quiet. You would think you were the same fellow we seen passing today.
I'm the same, surely. The rack and ruin of 70 years, and it's a terror to live that length, I tell you. And to have your own sons going to the dogs against you, and you wore out, scolding them and scalping them, and God knows what.
He's not raving. Well, you ask him what kind was his son.
Was your son that hit you, lad, a year and 20 maybe, and a great hand at racing and lepping and licking the world?
Didn't you hear me say he was the fool of man? The way, from this out, he'll know the orphans, lad, and the old and young, making game of him, and they swearing at him and raging at him, kicking at him like a mangy cart. What in the name of God do they want roaring below?
Ah, they're cheering the young lad, the champion playboy of the Western world.
It split my heart to hear them, and I with pulses in my brain pan for a week gone by. Is it racing they are?
It is. They're mounting her for the mule race will be run upon the sands. That's the Playboy there and the winter mule.
They're coming now from the point. He's leading. Who is he at all?
Ah, he's the champion playboy of the Western world, I'm telling you, and there's not a hip that isn't fallen lucky to his charm today.
They're hurrying before the tidal rise. It'll be near and over if you went down the pathway through the crags below.
Well, right. Look. He's passing the third. Come on.
No, look at them passing the gate. Oh, there's riding.
Look at that. They're pressing him now.
Oh, look at the mule he has. It's kicking the stars.
He'd be licking them if he was facing a score of them.
Oh, look.
There's a lip. Oh, he's fallen. He's mounted again. Faith. He's passing them all.
Look at him sculpting her and the mountain goes pushing him on. It's the last turn. The post cleared for them now.
Look at the narrow place. He'll be into the bombs. Good rider. He's through it again. Good boy to him. But he's in. What a race. What's that? They're raising him up. They're coming this way. It's Chrsity! By the stars of God, I know his way!
Be quiet, will you? Stop him or you'll be getting a summons for the bidding of a manslaughter. And you'll be fined as well.
I'll stop him.
Let me out, the lot of years. I have my vengeance on his head today.
He's not your son, I'm telling you. That lad is getting married to the daughter of this house. A fine place with a great trade and a licence, and with punching too.
That lad, marrying a decent and moneyed girl. Is it mad, you sir? Is it a crazy house for females I'm gathering in now?
As mad yourself is with a wound upon your head. That is the champion of the world, I'm telling you.
I seen it's my son.
You seen you're mad. Didn't you hear them cheering him on the zigzags of the road? And didn't you tell us your son was a fool? And for why would they be cheering a fool if there was a...
It may be out of reason that man's himself. And there's none surely will go cheer them. I'm raging with a madness that would fright the world. There was this one time I seen 10 scarlet divots letting on to cork my spirit in a gallon can. And one time I seen rats as big as badgers sucking the lifeblood from the butt of my lug. But I never, till this day, confused that drivelling idiot with a likely man. I'm destroyed, surely.
Well, it's no wonder when it's your brain pan is gaping now.
the blight of the sacred drought be upon myself and him. For I never went mad till this day, and I, that 3 weeks with the Limerick girls, drinking myself silly and paralytic from dusk till dawn. Is my visage astray?
Aye, it is. And you're a sniggering maniac any child could see.
Then I'd best be going to the union beyond. And there will be a welcome before me, I tell you, and I, a fearful and terrible case. Wait, there was this one time. I was screeching in a straightened jacket, and 7 doctors writing up my sayings in a printed book. Would you believe that?
Well, if you're a wonder itself, you better be hasty, for I've seen those lads, taking a maniac like yourself and pelting him until he ran out raving and foaming and was drowned in the sea.
It's true. Mankind's a devil when your head's astray. Let me out now, and I'll slip down the boreen and not see them so.
That's it. Run to the left and not a one will see you. Oh.
You're at your gaming widow, Quin. But I'll walk after him. Give me dinner and time to rest. We'll see then if he's loose in the head or as sane as you are.
If you come near that lad, let you be wary of your head, I'm telling you, for didn't you hear him saying that he was crazed at times?
I heard him telling the par, and I'm thinking they'll have great sport before the night will fall.
Oh, well.
There you are, get you my grand leopard, gallant boy. He's the wrestler, bear him on, will you?
Go on and don't just dry him and heat drench him with sweat. Go on, I'm saying, and leave him for his skin to dry.
There's as bright as a bagpipes, a fiddle was played by a poet in the years gone by. A flat and 3-thorn blackboard would lick the scholars out of Dublin town.
Well, thank you kindly, lassie. But you're so little only you'd be saying I've done today if you'd have seen me a while since striking my one single blow.
Take notice. Last event of the day, tug of war on the green below. Come on with a lot of you. Great achievements for old Mayo men.
Go on, I'm saying, and leave him for the rest and dry. Go on and tell you, for he'll do no more.
Come on then, good luck for the word.
You.
Well, you're the lad. You'll have great times from this side. We could win that wealth of prizes and you sweating in the heat of noon.
I'll have great times when I'm winning the crown and prize I'm seeking now. And that's your promise you'll wed me in a fortnight when our bands is called.
You've right dared to go asking me that. I know knows you'll be starting to some girl in your own timeland when your father's rotting in 4 months or 5.
Starting from you, is it? I will not. And when the airs is warming in 4 months or 5, it's yourself and me should be pacing the sides of Neffin in the dews of dawn. And you'll see a shiny new moon, maybe, sinking on the hills.
And it's that kind of a poacher's love you'd make, Chrsity man. On the sides of Neffin when the night is down.
It's little you'll think my love's a poacher's or an earl's itself. When you feel my 2 hands stretched around you, and I squeeze and put kisses from your puckered lips, the way I'd feel a kind of pity for the Lord God, is all time sitting lonesome in his golden chair.
Well, that'd be great fun. The Lord knows a girl would walk her heart out before she'd meet a young lad who's your like for eloquence or talk at all.
And let you wait till you hear me talking. So we're stray and Eris, when Good Friday's by, and we're drinking a sup from a well, and making mighty kisses with our wetted mouths, and gaming in a gap of sunshine, and yourself stretched out onto your necklace in the flowers of the earth.
That'd be nice though, is it?
Oh, if the mitre bishop seen you that day, I'm thinking, they'd be the like of the holy prophets, doing straining the bars of paradise to lay eyes on the Lady Helena Troy, and herself abroad pacing backwards and forwards, with a nosegay in her golden shawl.
What is it I have, Chrsity man, to make me fitting entertainment for the like of you, and such poets talking, and such bravery of heart?
Isn't the light of 7 heavens in your heart itself? The way you'll be an angel's lamp to me, and I abroad in the darkness, spearing salmon in the O under the Carramore.
If I was your wife, I'd go along with you those nights, the way you seem a great hand at coaxing bailiffs, cunning funny nicknames for the stars of night.
You, is it? Catching your death in the hailstones and freezing fog.
Yourself and me would shelter easy in a narrow bush. But we're only talking, maybe. This would be a poor thatched place for a fine lad like you.
If I wasn't a decent Christian, it's on my naked knees I'd be, offering my prayers and paters to every jackstraw you have roofing your head, and every stone you have laying in the paveway to your door.
That's the truth. I'll be burning candles from this side to the miracles of God that brought you from the south today. And there I am with my gown spot ready, the way I come wed you, and not wait at all.
It's miracles, and that's the truth. And to think I've been walking a long time and toiling a long while, never knowing I was drawn ever nearer to this mortal day.
And there's me, a girl, often tempted to go sail in the seas, to let marry a Jew man with 10 kegs of gold. Never knowing there was your like drawn closer to me, like the stars of God.
It's long years I'm hearing women talking that talk to all bloody fools. And this is the first time I'm hearing a voice like yours talking sweetly for my own delight.
And to think it's me talking sweetly, and I the fright of 7 Thailands for my biting tongue. Well, the heart's a wonder, and it'll not be our match in Mayo for gallant lovers in this hour today.
Oh, the jailer on the Chrsity, they quickly ran us down and brought us back as prisoners once more to Palestine.
My father back from the wake, and we'll let him have his rest, for he'll be peaceful.
Oh, there we lay bewailing, all in the prison fight. Ho, 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 ho. The blessings of God and the holy angel on your head, young fella. After hearing tell you won all in the sports below.
Yeah.
And isn't it a shame I didn't bear you along with me to Kid Cassidy's wake, a fine stout lad the likes of you, for you'd never seen the match of it for the flows of drink. The way when we sunk her bones at noonday into her narrow grave, there were 5, aye, and 6 men stretched out wretched and speechless on the holy stones.
Is that the truth?
Oh, it is that. And aren't you the louty schemer to go burying your father unbeknownst, when you'd the right to throw him on the crupper of a Kerry mule and drive him westward like holy Joseph in the days gone by, and not have him rotten beyond without a Christian burial, and not a Christian drinking a smart drop to the glory of his soul?
It's well enough he's lying for the like of him.
Well, aren't you the hardened slayer? And it'll be a poor thing for a household man when you go sniffing for a female wife. And would you look beyond at the shy and decent Christian I have chosen for me daughter's hand, and I after getting the Gilbert dispensation this day for to wed them now.
And you'll be wedding him this day, is it?
Do you think I'm drunk itself? Did I leave my daughter living single with a little frisky rascal the likes of you?
Is it the truth the dispensations come?
It is surely. Father Riley's after reading it in Garrett's Latin. It's come in the nick of time, says he. So I read them in a hurry, fearing that young gaffer would capsize the stars.
He's missed his nick of time.
What?
Where's that lad Old Mahon that I'm wedding now?
You'd be making him a son to me, and he wet encrusted with his father's blood.
Aye, wouldn't it be a better thing to go marrying the like of Shawn, Keogh, and him a middling kind of scarecrow, with no savagery or fine words in him at all?
Oh, aren't you the heathen daughter? Oh, to go shaking the fat of me heart, and I swamped and drowned it with the weight of the drink. Will you have them turning on me now, the way I'd be roaring to the dawn of day with the wind upon me heart? Have you not a word to aid me, Shawneen? Are you not jealous at all?
I'd be afeard to be jealous of a man that slay his da.
It'd be a poor thing to go marrying your like, and seeing there's a world of peril for an orphan girl. And isn't it a blessing I didn't go wedding you before himself came walking from the south. God save you now.
It's a queer story the likes of you would go picking up a dirty tramp off the highways of the road.
And you think you're likely beau to go straying along with the 7 Sundays of the opening year, when it's sooner in a bullock's liver you put a girl thinking than a lily or the rose?
Have you no mind of the weight of my passion, or the gilded disposition, or the drift of heifers that I am given, and the golden ring?
I'm thinking you're too fine for the like of me, Shawn of Killikeen. And let you go off now till you find a radiant lady with droves of bullocks in the plains of Meath, and herself bedizened in diamond jewelries like Pharaoh's ma. That'd be more your like, I'm thinking. So go on.
Won't you hear me tell her?
Let's you go on. Lest I do utter murder to my deeds today.
Murder is it? You'd be making murder in this place, and it pint high with punching for our drink tonight. Go on to the foreshore if it's fighting yous want, where the rising tide will wash away all traces from the memory of man. Go on!
I'll not fight him, Michael James. I'd live for a bachelor, simmering in me passions until the end of time, and to fight a lepping savage the likes of him is descended from the Lord knows where. Strike him yourself, Michael James, or you'll lose my drift of heifers and my blue bowl from Sneem.
Is it me fight him when it's father slaying he's bred for? Go on, you fool, and fight him off. Go on.
Am I to strike him with my hands?
Take that lie on the western side.
Oh, I'd be afeard of the gallows if I struck him with that.
Well, I'll make you face the gallows then. Or quit off from this. Well, fine weather be after all. And I'm thinking you wouldn't want a quaking blackguard the like of that in your house at all. No, give us your blessing, and hear herself swear her faith to me. For I'm mounted on the spring tally to the stars of luck. The way it'd be good for any to have me in the house.
Bless us now, for I swear to God I'll wed him, and I'll not renege.
It's the will of God I'm thinking, that all should meet an easy or a cruel end. And it's the will of God that all should rear up lengthy families for the nurture of the earth. What's a single man, I ask you, eating a bit in one house, drinking a sup in the other, and he without a place to call his own, like an old brain jackass stranded upon the rocks? There's many would be in dread, Chrsity man, to bring your like into their house, to end them maybe with a sudden end. But I'm a decent man of Ireland, and I left her face their grave untimely, and me seeing a score of little grandsons growing up gallant little swears in the name of God, than to go people in my bedside with the puny little weeds I'm thinking you'd breed out of Shawn, Keogh. So, a daring fellow is a Joan of the world, and a man that split his father's mill with a single clout should have the bravery of 10. So may God and Mary and St. Patrick bless you and keep you from this mortal day. Amen.
Amen, O Lord.
Yo!
Stop that, will you? Who are you at all?
His father, God forgive me.
It's a rose from the dead.
You think I look so easily cleansed with a tap of a lion?
And this lie is he told. Let alone you had him slitted and knew nothing at all.
That's not my father. It's a raving maniac who'd scare the world. Or herself knows it's true.
You're fooling, Peegan. The one who Quin seen him this day, and you likely knew you're a liar.
It's himself was the liar. Lying there stretched out with his head wide open, letting on he was dead.
Weren't you off racing the hills before I got me breath back? The start I got seeing you turn on me at all.
To think of the coaxing glory we'd given him. And he after doing nothing but hitting a soft blow and chasing northward in a sweat of fear. Go on from this.
You see my doings this day. You let you save me from the old fella. But what has you in such a scorch of haste to spur me to destruction now?
It's there your treachery is spurring me now. It's let me feel bad. The world should see me raging for a monster liar and a fool of men. Take him on from this.
Rise up, you retribution, come on with me.
There's the Playboy. There's the lad that he'd roll the rest of me. Slay him now, master.
What traitors are tormenting me here? Well, all knows, I would swear mighty oath against the might of thunder to blast me if ever I did harm to any save in that one single blow.
If you didn't, it's a fool you are, and isn't it by the likes of you that the sins of the world is committed?
Glory be to God.
Oh, don't go troubling the Lord God. Would you have him send down the droughts, and the morbus, and the old hen, and the cholera morbus?
Will you come between me and protect me now?
I've tried a lot, and God bless me, and my share is done now.
So I'm to return to my torment, is it? And go wandering through like a vagabond through the unions, with the dust of August making mud stains from my lungs within, and the wind of March blowing through me the way I'd swear an oath they were making whistles within.
As Biggie to age you her like does of the tate.
I will not then, for there's torment in the splendour of her light. And she, a girl any moon and May, would take pride to meet facing southwards in the heath to keel. And what would I want crawling forward? To scorch my understanding at her flaming brow.
Take him on from this, or I'll set the young lads to destroy him here.
Well, no, you wouldn't have the company. See what it's got.
Now the world will see him handy. And he playing up the hero in the fright of men.
Let me go!
I will when your legs is nailed and your back is broke.
Come on, keep it up, the two of you. I back the old one. Now the Playboy.
Shut your yelling! You're after making a mighty man of me this day on the power of a lie. You set me to thinking it's a poor thing to be lonesome. But it's worse maybe to go mixing with the fools of the earth. Now back off! Lest I do show a blow on the lot of you.
But Joan,
We'll set the guardian angels winking through the clouds above.
mind yourself, he's gone mad. Run from there.
Oh, I am an idiot. But I'm after hearing my voice making words this day. Would raise a poet's top knot and then put it in a merchant's town. I've won your racing and your lepping and your...
Shut your goblin and come on with me.
I will. But I'll stretch you first. Come here! I get this! I get this!
Oh, they're turning against you. Come on, are you behind indeed?
I'm thinking, from this hour, Peegan will be praised me has just gone past.
Ah, come on, at a back door. I'd hate to see you stifled on a gallows tree.
What will I be doing with my life if I left Peegan?
Ah, come on now, you'll be no worse off than you were last night. And you'll have a double murder this time to be telling to the girls.
I'll not leave Peegan, Mike.
Ah, you'll find her like in every parish from Binghamton to the Fields of Meath. Come on and I'll find you. Find her sweetheart for the waning of each moon.
I'll not leave Peegan, Mike. It's her I'm seeking only.
Ah!
And what would I care if you brought me a drift of chosen females, standing there in their shifts maybe, from this place to the eastern world?
They're going to hang him.
Ah, well, he's raving now. I'll take him in the ferry to the Ackle boat. Come on.
You won't, now let's stir. For when I'm thinking of my luck this day, she'll wed me surely.
Ah.
For I'm the hero of all now.
Ah, take him by the hand and raise him up. Come on, young fella.
Let me go! You're wanting rid of me, is it? You're jealous, is it? Of me wedding her? Come on!
Ah!
Come on.
Ah! He's raving now. Oh, it'll be the madhouse that you'll be putting him in, not in jail at all. We'll
Good.
go by the back door and get the doctor and we'll save him so.
the old lad killed surely.
I'm after feeling the last gasp quitting his heart.
Look at the way he is. Put the hangman's noose over his neck while he's not minding at all.
You take it, Shawn, and you're the soul of all that's here.
And is it me to go near him and he the wickedest and worst of all with me? Let you take it, Peggy, Mike.
Come on, so.
What is it?
Come on now, till the pillar stretch you.
Me?
Oh, you best come quickly, Mr. Honey. For if the Lord God would bring ruin on us this day, you best come easy, for they say hanging's a quick and an easy end.
I'll not stir. But what will you be saying to me now? You'll have to see me do it in the face of all.
I'll say a strange man is a marvel with his mighty talk. Boasts a blow in your backyard, a blow will I have taught me. There's a great gap between a gala story and a dirty day